Hey guys, and welcome to Team Charge. My name's Sarah. If you don't know me yet, you will get to know me soon, hopefully. I wanted to create a video just to show you what is this leadership portal. You might have heard old exec talking about a leadership manual. It's all online now. Everything you need to do to be the best charge leader you can be is in this leadership portal. And if there's ever something that you're like, I think it should be in there, email me, tell me. I'm the one who kind of maintains this and continually updating it, trying to give you guys as many resources as I can to make sure that you are confident in leading your charge chapter. So I'm going to dive in now. Hold tight. It's going to be a lot of info, but this video is never going anywhere. Watch it as many times as you need, and don't forget to fill out the form at the end of the training completion. I am so excited to dive in on this journey with you. Alrighty, so here we are. We're at the charge.com/charge-leadership-blog, and this is the leadership portal. So you'll be greeted at this lovely page. We have our core values at the top here. You should always be looking at those. And this is the opening page you'll see whenever you come in. So I'm going to just describe a little bit about what each of these boxes has. So position resources. This is where you're going to find the bulk of what you need as a charge leader for your specific position. Small group coordinator. As an executive team member, you are a small group coordinator. This is where you're going to have everything you need to know about being a small group coordinator. So you'll see, when do they start? What are the expectations? What's your weekly checklist? A sample agenda, semester schedule of the small group themes, when you guys are putting those together. Attendance, making sure that's updated every week right after your small group, and then just common kind of challenges that we've seen, as well as a whole archive of small group workouts for you. Exec newsletters. I send out exec newsletters on the 1st and 15th of every month, and this is incredibly important for you guys to stay up to date. You should get it to your charge email address, but if for some reason you aren't getting them, all you have to do is come here, check out the exec newsletters. They're right in here. Look how fun that is. Elections and transitions. So this is something primarily only used in the spring, or if there is ever the circumstance of a special election. So you'll see the spring elections, the guidelines, the checklist, as well as then special elections. And so that's if, someone has to resign or someone is excused from their position. And so we have their timeline as well as their transition process after that for a special election. And then anything you could possibly need down here, including the spring transitions button, which dives deeper into becoming a new exec team member and how that happens. Exec team member training. This is what we are actually deep within right now, and you are, learning all your videos. And so if you ever forget a video or you're trying to remember where is that one thing, just come back in here, pop in, watch your video again. They're not too long. And this is, really all of the training that you need to be an awesome exec team member is in these videos. Chapter standards. So this is, what is a charge chapter? We do have standards for all of our charge chapters to make sure they're hitting. And if a chapter isn't reaching these standards, we do evaluate them and put them on kind of focus letters and action plans to try and get them back up to our standards. So this kind of just describes what they are with our membership target, the chapter activity rates, making sure execs are responsive to nationals as well as to the ambassador, the social media standards, studio spotlight capacities and making sure you have enough space, small group guidelines, socials, retreats, and formals, campus events, getting charge branded apparel, product donations, discount codes, and membership dues. All of these are in the chapter standards, and this is something definitely to be familiar with. The chapter materials in Dropbox. This is, a direct link to anything you could need for your chapter from the leadership portal. So you'll see lots of different things in here. If you are, I think I want to do chapter stickers, you just come into the chapter material Dropbox. Or if you need your bolt for some reason, come in here. So that's all easy. Your chapter drives, this is a direct link to where your Google Drive is, so you'll be able to log into that easily. Exec shop, this is a shop exclusive for Team Charge. So you'll see it's kind of past fit plan items. If you maybe weren't able to be a part of one of those fit plans, you still have access to those things, and that is going to be updated soon. And then we have run, charge, and fit plans. And so this is where information that's exclusive for you guys and what you need to be doing during run, charge, and fit plans will go in these 2 buttons when those seasons are on us. So I'm going to dive really quick just into the position resources. I know we're going to do a deeper dive for your position, but these top 3 are also really important. So we have our exec expectations and exec contract. You should have already signed the exec contract if you're watching this. And you should be familiar with all of the expectations we do have for our executive leaders. This is because we believe in you guys and we know what amazing work you're doing on your campus. You have our national contact info. So I get a lot of questions about, who do I email for this? Who do I email for this? So most cases, the CLC should be the first person you contact after your ambassador. If it's just a non-urgent update, email your CLC. If it's urgent, then please text or phone call her. If it's an emergency, call your CLC, and if she doesn't answer, then you can call me. Website issues, if your headshot isn't right, something's misspelled, maybe a chapter member thinks they purchased their membership but it didn't go through, etc. Email support@charge.com, and that's how we'll fix things on the website. Shop issue, your gear hasn't arrived yet, someone has an issue with tracking number, etc. Email shop@charge.com. And that's how we'll do gear. Please do not, post in the Facebook pages about questions with shop gear. Just email the shop@charge.com. That's going to be the fastest way to get a response. Chapter leadership consultants. You'll see all of these beautiful ladies here. This is where we have just all of their info. You can Insta them, email them, etc. You should know who your specific chapter leadership consultant is, but don't hesitate to reach out to any of them. They all are here for you guys. And as always, if you ever need something directly from me, my email address is sarah@charge.com. All right. Then finally, we have year deadlines. This is incredibly important for you guys to be on top of as well. So you'll see it's pretty straightforward, just kind of goes on to the weeks before the semester, and then we'll have the quarter underneath here. Please just make sure you're staying on top of it and that you are accountable for all the things that are in here. All right. That is it before we start into the deep dive of your position. Are you ready for this? Alrighty, so we are already on the exec leader position resources page. We've already kind of gone through this top part, and now we're going to dive into you as the ambassador. So within this page, you have a lot going on because you are responsible for every executive team member, but that's why there's 7 of you guys to really work together and figure it all out. So these are your 3 kind of main responsibilities: leading the chapter, being the liaison between nationals and your university, and leading the exec team. Everything under here is easy. We have the support for you to do it. It's just about paying attention and making sure you're ready. One of the biggest things we expect of our ambassadors is being confident with our core values. We expect you and your exec team to live out our core values every single day. So please know these. Then you'll see the ambassador quick links and helpful hints. This is because you have a lot of different little boxes down here, so we really wanted to make sure that we were on top of it for you. So I'm just going to go through what each of these boxes has, and so that you can know where you can find things. The AM position checklist. This is literally a checklist that you can run through every week, every month, and every semester to make sure you are doing everything you need to do as an ambassador. This is the baseline of what Charge ambassadors need to be doing. Of course, you can be going above and beyond. However, these are the things that have to get done first. Chapter standards. This is a link directly to the page I showed you earlier that's out there. As the ambassador, it's on you to be really attentive to these chapter standards and to make sure that your chapter is hitting them. CLC communication. This is how you communicate with your CLC, sending your weekly check-ins, doing your month in review, attending charge-ups, etc. It's all in here. Everything you can need to be communicating with your CLC is in there. Executive team meetings. This is one of the sometimes hardest parts of being an ambassador is leading your exec team meetings. This has tips for how to get attention during meetings, how to keep the meetings on track, as well as a place for the meeting minute templates so you know where you should be leading it from. Your secretary also has access to these templates and you can copy them into your own chapter drives, but you need to be following the exec team meeting minute templates, and it's important that every exec team meeting is in person and that you are having them every single week. Clear exchange manager. So a lot of times people think the treasurer is the person we send the chapter dues to, but we actually send it to the ambassador just because we know you guys a little bit better and we expect you guys to be able to make sure it gets in the bank. The treasurer's name can be on the bank account as well. However, we send the dues to the ambassador and then the treasurer does the budget and all of those things. So you guys are that manager. This shows you how to set up Clear Exchange if it's not already set up, and kind of like what you should be on the lookout, as well as when we send dues. Chapter newsletters. You write the chapter newsletter and send it every Sunday at 10 p.m. This just shows you kind of a little bit more about how it has links to the newsletter headers for you, etc., etc. Charge committees. If you are a larger chapter and you're trying to get more girls involved, such you feel like you need more help from the exec team members, then we want you to form committees. This is some guidelines for charge committees you can have. These are all completely optional. And please note, if you are not meeting the chapter standards yet, then you cannot have any charge committees. These are definitely something if you're going above and beyond already. Small group coordinators. You and your VP membership help determine who these are. These are definitely part of like a committee, but they're really important as they are, additional small group coordinators. And so this is kind of how you lead that extra group between you and your VP membership. And then finally, the ambassador Facebook page. All of the ambassadors are in this. We want all of you to be a part of this Facebook page, and so that you can ask questions of other ambassadors, get ideas, share feedback, etc. So that is your page. I know that was a lot. And I want you guys to take time now, take an hour to just dive into every part of it. I didn't want to click and dive in because I'm wanting to keep these videos relatively short. But yeah, we are really excited. And remember, this is a process. It's a process of learning, and we just want you guys to dive in, ask questions, and to take your time. But know that everything you need is right in here. Have an awesome day, and let's do this.